opposite reaction. As the engine pushes hot gases backward at high velocity, an equal and opposite force propels the aircraft forward. The greater the mass and velocity of expelled gases, the greater the thrust produced. Brayton's cycle. The Brayton thermodynamic cycle governs the jet engine operation through four stages. Intake, air is compressed, raising its pressure and temperature. Fuel is injected and ignited into the combustion chamber, rapidly expanding the gases. The hot gases drive the turbine blades, extracting energy. Finally, exhaust gases are expelled at high velocity, generating thrust and completing the cycle. So, one second. How do you move the top one the side? It's not moving.
Which one?
Okay, I got it. The process. Compressor. The air enters the engine through the intake and is compressed using rotating blades in the compressor. It greatly raises the pressure and temperature of the air, which will aid in combustion. A higher compression ratio leads to improved engine performance and more thrust. Combustion. The highly compressed air enters the combustion chamber where fuel is injected and ignited. This controlled explosion generates hot, high pressure gases that expand rapidly. The energy generated, that is released, drives the turbine blades and produces the powerful thrust that propels the aircraft forward. Energy and thrust. Turbine function. The turbine is located immediately after the combustion chamber. It extracts kinetic energy from the high temperature and pressure exhaust gases. This energy drives the compressor at the front of the engine, sustaining the continuous intake and compression of fresh air. The turbine blades withstand extreme heat and stress, operating at temperatures exceeding 1500 degrees Celsius. Exhaust function. After passing through the turbine, the remaining high velocity gases are expelled through the rear exhaust nozzle. This expulsion generates thrust via Newton's third law. The ejection of gases through the rear exhaust nozzle propels the aircraft forward. The nozzle accelerates the exhaust flow to maximize thrust efficiency, making it the final and most visible stage of the jet propulsion cycle. The continuous cycle. The jet engine operates in a continuous self-sustaining cycle. Ambient air is drawn into the intake at high velocity where it enters the compressor. The compressor's spinning blades squeeze the air to many times its original pressure, raising its temperature significantly. The dense high pressure air is then channeled into the combustion chamber where it is thoroughly mixed and atomized with jet fuel. Once ignited, the fuel air mixture burns continuously, producing an intensely hot, expanding gas stream. This high energy gas rushes forward through the turbine, spinning its blades and powering the compressor. The remaining gas is expelled at tremendous speed through the exhaust nozzle, generating forward thrust. This unbroken cycle of intake, compression, combustion, and exhaust repeats thousand times thousands of times per minute. Energy distribution. In a jet, only a portion of the fuel's energy is converted into useful thrust. The pie illustrates how energy is distributed during combustion and expansion. Approximately 42% is converted into net thrust output, driving the aircraft forward. Around 39% is lost as residual heat in the exhaust gases. The remaining 19% accounts for mechanical losses, including friction, turbine inefficiencies, and parasitic drag within the mm, within the engine core. Improving the thermal efficiency is key to next generation engine design. Aerodynamics explains how air interacts with a moving object. To stay in the air, an aircraft relies on four forces. Thrust is the forward force created by a jet engine to overcome air resistance. Drag is the backward force that slows the plane down due to air friction as it moves forward. Weight, down, downward pull of gravity on the aircraft. Lift is the upward force that helps the aircraft overcome gravity and take off. Lift mainly comes from the wings, which have a special shape known as an airfoil. They are curved on the top and flatter on the bottom. As the aircraft speeds up, because of the engine thrust, air flows over the wings. The shape makes air travel faster over the top surface than the bottom. According to Bernoulli's principle, this difference in speed leads to a pressure difference, lower pressure on top and higher pressure on the bottom. This creates a net upward force lift called lift. Conclusion. Jet engine. The working principle of a jet engine can now be summarized in four simple words: suck, squeeze, bang, and blow. This four-stroke cycle captures the entire process of jet propulsion, from intake to thrust, in a remarkably efficient and powerful sequence of events. Suck. Air is drawn into the engine intake. Squeeze. The compressor pressurizes the air. Bang. The fuel ignites in the combustion chamber, releasing energy. Blow. The hot exhaust gases are expelled at high speed, generating thrust. Together, these four stages form the elegant simplicity behind modern jet propulsion. Aerodynamics. Flight is a continuous balancing act of physics. In an aircraft, successfully, an aircraft successfully flies when thrust overcomes drag to create forward speed and lift. To create forward speed and lift, overcomes weight to achieve and sustain altitude. Key principles. Engine power. The thrust initiates the entire process. Wing design. The airfoil shape manipulates airflow speed. Pressure balance. Physics laws. Bernoulli's principle convert air speed differences into upward lifting force. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, David. So now I become an aircraft engineer. So thank you for this good presentation. And really, I mean, the jet engines are working on the Newton's law. When they expel the air, then because of that, the turbine moves and turbine moves, it gets a forward direction. And Bernoulli's theorem is also working. So it's something new that we got it. Yeah, so it's very good presentation, very good making of all the things. Okay, and yeah, you took little time, and we have judge, and judge gave me the message of you taking little time. Okay, so but try to complete in the thing. And one more suggestion I want to give to everyone. Okay, even though David has completed his work, Okay, try to it's like reading part is correct. Okay, but if you will explain it well also, then also we'll consider it very good. Okay, so it doesn't mean that David was not good. It was very good because the writing part is so much easy that we are getting. Okay, but I want everyone that if you will do the explanation part also, like I do, you can take me as an inspiration. Okay, so I mean, that is also okay. So it is a thing which I want to say. So now next one is Agatha. So Agatha is the next one. No, Miracle. Let me check.
So I think
I guess
I'm next.
yes, Miraculin is the next one. So can we have a clap for the Punjab Riputtar Miraculin with us? So can we clap and can we like see her presentation? Over to Miraculin.
Yeah, can you see it?
Yes, I get see.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Before I begin, I want to ask you all a question. How many of you have used Google Assistant, Siri, or ChatGPT before?
I used to do, I mean, making paper and
Yeah,
getting the wrong question.
yeah, great. All of those are examples of artificial intelligence. Today, I'm going to speak about artificial intelligence and robots, the future of human life. Technology is growing very fast, and these technologies are becoming an important part of our daily life. Introduction. Today, machines are not only working for humans, but they are also becoming smarter day by day. Artificial intelligence and robotics are used in hospitals, schools, industries, banks, and even in our homes. They help people save time, reduce effort. Now, I have a small question for all of you. Can anyone tell me where we see robots in real life?
Nowhere yet.
Uh, like we see them in factories, hospital, airports, restaurants, and space. Uh, what is artificial intelligence? Now let us understand what artificial intelligence means. Artificial intelligence, also called AI, is a technology that allows machines to think, learn, and make decisions like humans. For example, when YouTube recommends videos based on what we watch and it uses AI, let me ask you something. When Netflix or YouTube suggests videos, you may like, how does it know your interest? It happens because AI studies our behavior and learns our preferences. AI can also recognize faces, answer questions, understand speech, and even help students learn online. So basically, AI helps machines become smart. Wait a minute. It's getting. Yeah. What is robots? Um, Next, let us understand robotics. Robotics is the technology of designing and building robots. Robots are machines that can perform tasks automatically and accurately. Industrial robots help in factories. Medical robots assist doctors. Um, During surgeries. Space robots help scientists explore space safely. Now, I want to ask another interesting question. Would you trust a robot doctor for surgery? No, no, right? So actually,
No.
many hospitals already use robotic technologies during surgeries because robots can work with very high precision. AI, AI and robotics together. Now imagine if robots could also think intelligently. That happens when artificial intelligence and robotics work together. AI acts like the brain while robotics acts like the body. For example, self-driving cars uses AI to understand roads and robotics system to move safely. Smart robots are also used in delivery services and customer care. Let Let me ask you all another question. Do you think robots can completely replace humans in the future? Maybe robots can help humans in many tasks, but human emotions, creativity, and understanding are still very important. Advantages of AI and robotics. Artificial intelligence and robotics have many advantages. They save time and reduce human effort. They can do dangerous jobs safely. They improve accuracy and reduce mistakes. Machines can also work continuously without getting tired. In hospitals, these technologies help doctors treat patients more effectively. So, overall, AI and robotics are making human life easier and more efficient. Now we will go for the disadvantages of AI and robotics. However, there are also some disadvantages. Many people fear that machines may replace human jobs. Uh, these technologies can also be expensive. Sometimes people become too dependent on machines. There are also privacy and security concerns because AI systems collect large amounts of data. So, although these technologies are powerful, they should be used responsibly. Future of AI and robotics. In the future, AI and robotics may become even more advanced. We may have smart homes with robot assistants. AI teachers may help students learn personally. Hospitals may use intelligent robots for patient care. Scientists may also use advanced robots for space exploration. Now, let us do a like. Let's go for the conclusion. To conclude, artificial intelligence and robotics shaping the future of the world. They make life easier, faster, and more efficient. Although there are some challenges, these technologies can greatly benefit humanity when used wisely. Before I finish, I want to ask one final question. Would you like to live in a future with intelligent robots?
Maybe, maybe
Yeah.
not.
We can live, but until unless he's not taking my job.
Yeah. So the future depends on how wisely humans use technology.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Can we have a clap for Recklin? And she did a very well job in explaining the robotics and AI. So it's really very a crucial thing to understand that how. Just give me a second. Recklin. So it's very crucial thing that how these things work because we know that now the country and the world is just running towards the AI and this robot. So it's very helpful also, like very preciously working and like human hand can make error, but their robot's hand will not make error. But it has disadvantages, and we are seeing in day-to-day life that many payoffs are there in the job area because they are using AI instead of human. Okay, so yes, so it depends upon how the human that is the correct way to end the presentation. So I hope Shena is giving good marks to every contestant. Okay, so yes, okay. Now the third one. So I wrote Miracle two times. I don't know why, but I wrote two times. So it's okay because we have a lot of time now. So I would
Sir,
request
can I ask
yes.
you one thing? Any
Please, please.
feedbacks of should I improve or something about an
So,
presentation?
um, in like the feedback was like the speed is also good and everything is good and speaking is also good. I mean, we have Christiana as a judge. No, I'm an anchor. So, Christiana, you want to give any feedback?
Like the presentation was good, but she did have a bit problem on going on the next slide, so it just took a bit time. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
glitch happened.
Yeah. So that is why we have a strict judge. No, like if you are not getting receipt, call Christiana. Why we didn't give you the good? Okay. Yeah. One thing, Miracle and David, I didn't receive your address. So if it is okay, then please send the personal address so that me and Christiana will decide and let's see who will get the prize.
Okay.
Okay. So please send me the address right now only because otherwise you will forget. I know. I'm a teacher. Okay. Now next one we have Isaac father Abraham. Yes, so Abraham is very well, like he's very good in explaining because I saw one video in which he was explaining in one science fair, and it was very well explanation. And like, like in that age, having this much exposure is very good. So can we have a big round of applause for Abraham that he will explain with the help of God? Over to you. Abraham.
So I have a
Uh, uh,
question.
uh, yes, Abraham.
And do I have? What do
Abraham, yes.
I have?
I mean, the voice is not clear, Beta.
Sir, he said, how much time do I have?
7 minutes. 7 minutes you have. Can you arrange a good place for presentation and a mic? Because the mic problem is there.
Sir,
Yes.
I think the reason, sir, is because of the background noise from your side.
Say it again, Beta.
So I think the reason is because of the background noise from your side, sir. If you all think I
From my side, I'll mute. I'll mute, but still the network issue or the mic issue is there. Can you arrange with the help of Papa Mama? Like the voice is not coming clear, even the network. So we'll do one thing. We'll do one thing. You arrange this thing, and then we'll call out Agatha, and then we'll call out you. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
can you hear me now?
Yeah. Now it's perfect. Perfect voice.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. So are you ready for video presentation?
Yes, I'm ready. It's just loading, sir. After Agatha, I can do, sir. My
Yeah,
presentation.
you arrange presentation. We'll call out Agatha, and then we'll call out you. Okay. Perfect. So yes, so now the court is in Agatha courts. I mean, the ball is in the Agatha's court. So we have Agatha in our midst, and Agatha, she's very confident girl. I know, and she's belongs from Bangalore. No, I mean yes, Agatha. No, I mean okay, no voice. Wow, say it again, Agatha.
I live in Wayanad, Kerala.
See, I am teaching since 8 months and I don't know where she's living. So that is talent that only I have. So I want to welcome Agatha in our midst, and she will teach us and she will help us in her topic presentation. Over to Agatha.
Okay, sir, I may have trouble. Wait.
Okay, okay. Try. Check it out. Not able to do that?
Um, I can I send the presentation to you?
Yeah, you send it to me. I'll do that. Send it.
Agatha, are you talking? You're mute.
No, I mean, I think it was perfect if I just presented from my own phone, but like two voices are coming at the same time. Right.
Just disconnect your voice from your phone and talk with
You
the
you
laptop.
do one thing. You do one thing, Agatha. You send that presentation to me. We'll again come back to Abraham. If Abraham is ready, Abraham, are you ready? Like Agatha has some problem with the presentation. Are you ready? You're mute. Abraham, you're mute. Are you ready, Abraham? The presentation.
So almost ready. So the presentation is just opening.
Okay, so you do one thing. You present your presentation. Till Agatha is sending me the presentation. So I'll present that. So Abraham, over to you. You present.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So can you see the screen?
Yes, I can see the screen and your time starts.
So we all know Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And this, so just give me 1 second, sir. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. We all know this. And this heaven and earth is what our nation has been trying to explore. We have been trying to explore. And as you can see over here, all of these nations have been putting money, putting time, putting effort into exploring the universe. But now the thing is, today I want to focus about ISRO. From the start of ISRO in 1962 to 2023 and onwards, ISRO has achieved great wonders. Launching its first satellite in 1975 and being able to launch its own rockets, from going to Mars in 2013 to going to the moon and landing successfully on the South Pole in 2023. ISRO has completed a vast majority of things. So I want to talk about ISRO's main vehicle today, the backbone of ISRO, the PSLV. So you must be asking me, Evam, what is the PSLV? The short form for the PSLV is the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. So the PSLV serves as the main vehicle of ISRO, and it has carried many important missions. It was the same rocket to carry Mangalyaan. When people said it was impossible, the PSLV took a spacecraft from Earth to Mars. It was also the first rocket to take a spacecraft of India to the moon, Chandrayaan 1. I would like to talk about the variants of the PSLV. The first one is the PSLV-CA. This is the version of only the core. This only consists of the core. The PSLV is a 4-stage rocket. Then is the PSLV-DL. This has two boosters connected to the PSLV. The PSLV QL has 4 boosters and the PSLV XL has 6 boosters. The PSLV G is a generic version that is now long time retired. Now I would like to talk about the PSLV propulsion and combustion fuels. There are many different fuels that a rocket would use to go to space. In the first stage, the rocket uses solid fuel. The advantages of solid fuel is that it will not need an oxidizer to burn. It is self-sufficient. But it cannot be stopped once it has gone off. Next, in stage 2, the PSLV uses liquid fuel. A liquid fuel would need two types of fuel, an oxidizer and a combustor. As you can see this. Then stage 3 again switches back to solid fuel because this solid fuel helps the rocket get up to the right orbit. That's why it does not need to be shut. Stage 4 switches back to liquid fuel again. This allows the correct orientation of the spacecraft. And the satellite may include its own way of liquid fuel so it can be adjusting its position. The common use of orienting satellites is called ion thrusters. They use electricity to propel themselves. I would like to first talk about the PSLV stage 1. The stage 1 consists of the core stage, the first part, and the solid rocket motors. This stage duration is from the second it launches to 110 seconds. After that, the stage will be discarded. First, the solid rocket motors are discarded, which are these vertical sticks attached to the rocket, and then the core stage. Now I'd like to talk about the PSLV stage 2. If you could see, this is the PSLV's first liquid stage. It consists of a turbo pump and it has a stage duration for 150 seconds after stage 1. This uses liquid fuel. So like I said, it needs this, and this engine that it uses is called the Vikas engine. This engine is made by India and it is highly reliable. Then the PSLV stage 3. The PSLV stage 3 has solid propellant. That means it only has one nozzle and all the solid propellant is stored in this. It needs no oxidizer at all. It will burn in space, but the problem is this stage cannot be shut. So this stage is used to increase the higher orbit. Now I would like to talk about stage 4. Stage 4 is again liquid propellant. It has two engines. These engines are there to direct the path and ensure the satellite is facing the correct way. After that, the satellite will be deployed. Before stage 4, in stage 3, the payload fairings that were and the heat shield that was protecting the satellite will first separate. I would also like to talk about the PSLV success rate. The PSLV is one of the most successful rockets India has ever built, with a 94 to 92% chance of success. It is known as India's workhorse or the backbone of Indian rock of ISRO. Now I want us to understand, why do scientists explore space? Scientists explore space to understand the universe, to understand how to protect Earth from asteroids, to improve communication, support navigation, develop better technology. Most of the cameras, the equipment, and everything that you use has developed because of space technology. It increases advanced science, it protects the environment, and it defends our planet. If any objects or there are continually people tracking objects that could harm our planet. So So I would like to end with this scripture. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day they pour forth his speech. Night after night they reveal his knowledge. Psalms 19 verse 1 to 2. This shows us that God created the space, and it's our job to see his knowledge and to understand. With that, I would like to end. Thank you.
Very, very well explained. I mean, can we have a clap? Real clap. I want not this emoji clap. I want real clap. I mean, it is very well explained. Now I become a jet engineer. I become a rocket engineer. So I can make my rocket with the help of bamboo stick. Is it possible with the bamboo stick where you can go? Huh?
So can you just repeat?
I'm asking that with the help of, if I will make my rocket with the help of bamboo stick because I'm in low budget, no? So can we go to the upstairs? I mean, not upstairs, up into the space. No,
So
we can't do it. I mean, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. Okay, I'm just
Okay,
taking a joke.
so
can you repeat?
I was saying I was making a joke. That joke literally failed. The joke was that I am making a bamboo rocket. Can I go to the space? It's a joke. It's like I can't.
So it'll be too heavy.
Yeah, it will be too heavy and okay. So thank you, Abraham, for that just very good presentation about ISRO and what they are doing. And especially one thing which I like is adding scripture into the presentation. It's very good. So congratulations, Abraham. Now Katrina is the strict judge. If you're not receiving the prize, call for it. Okay. So well, now yeah, Abraham also please send me your address. Abraham, can you hear me? Yeah. Please send the address into my WhatsApp so that I can, if you are winning, then I'll send. Okay. Hey, David and
Can I send
Miracle
you in the
still,
chat?
no, not in the chat, in WhatsApp, personal WhatsApp.
Yes, sir, I'm sending now.
David
Sir,
also, David.
sir, I've already sent, right?
Yeah, if you send, then no problem. If you didn't send, please send with the pin code, the area pin code also. Proper address I want. Okay. Now we have Agatha in our midst, so we'll clap hands for Agatha and then we'll see what she prepared. Our class one.
Sir, can you hear me now?
Yes, properly.
Okay, so I'm going to try sharing from the phone. You have to say how good it is first.
Yeah, yeah. Perfectly fine.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. You can tilt your phone into this position, then it will whole screen will come. Is it not coming?
No, some complications. Like
No, I can see. I can see.
so,
Normal is there.
Just put it horizontally so that we can see what you wrote better. Uh,
pardon, what do you want?
just flip it horizontally.
I tried to flip it, and this is what happened.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's okay. You do vertically only. It's okay. No problem. Just remove that pen sign. The pen sign. Rest everything here.
Okay, just wait.
Yeah, perfect. Perfectly fine. No need to do anything. Over to Agatha. Your time starts.
So there is a presentation of food web. It has been inspired by a visit to Ranganathitu Bird Sanctuary, a bird sanctuary in Ooty. Most of the pictures are from Google, but someone like can you see the stork in the front? That's the one I took from the bird sanctuary itself. So let's start. Let's first recall what's a food chain. You can all see, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Succession of organisms in an ecological community that constitutes a passing on of food energy from one organism to another as each consumes a lower member and in turn is preyed upon by a higher member is a simple definition of a food chain. So let's take I don't know, wait. Okay, let's take this down one food chain as an example. Okay, so here the algae is eaten by the zooplankton, a small microorganism found in the water, which in turn is eaten by the cuttlefish and goes higher up to the food chain. Now, now the energy from the algae reaches the mugger crocodile, that the crocodile picture you can see here. Okay, it reaches the mugger crocodile through the food chain. So energy flows in the food chain. It also shows the feeding relations between the organisms. Food chain can be divided into two types, by habitat and by energy source. By habitat, it can be divided into further two more types, terrestrial food chain and aquatic food chain. Terrestrial food chain is when the animals who make up this food chain lives in land. While in aquatic food chains, most animals that make up this food chain lives in the water. Now, by energy source. Well, it's further divided into two more types, grazing food chain and terrestrial food chain. In grazing food chain, it starts from live plants, like the fruits of, and it goes higher up into the food chain. In terrestrial food chain, it starts from decaying plants or animals, like the decaying leaves of this tree here can be eaten by the bacteria and goes higher up to the food chain. Now let's go to food web. So most animals form a part of more than one food chain and eat more than one kind of food to meet their food and energy requirements. These interconnected food chains form a food web. So like the crocodile here, actually the mugger crocodile eats more than one type of food. The mugger crocodile eats the otter, the bat, and wait. Yep. So it eats the otter, the civet, and the bat, these animals. Just like that, most animals eat more than one animal. So that means they're part of more than one food chain. So when we connect all of these food chains together, it makes a food web, showing how all of these animals connected through their food. Now let's go to the trophic levels. Food chain and food web can be divided into 5 trophic levels. Producers, they make their own food. They're mainly plants, like this tree here. Now let's go to primary consumers. They're mostly herbivores, like this flying fox. Now, secondary consumers, they eat the primary consumers and can be omnivore or carnivore, like this civet here. The civet eats the fruits of this tree and also can eat the bat. Territory consumers, they eat the primary and the secondary consumers, like this Maunder lizard here. The Maunder lizard eats the civet and the bat. No fruits, okay? Apex predators, they have no predators other than humans. Like the mugger crocodile, no animal can hunt an adult crocodile, except for the youngsters. Energy flows as it goes from the lower part of the food chain to top part, indirectly. Now, let's look at the dangers to the food web and food chain. Any change to the number of producers or consumers or to the habitat can cause significant consequences. So let's look at that. Most of these are human-made, most of them. So let's look at biomagnification. Biomagnification is when we add nutrients like DDT in the water. The DDT, once it comes in the food chain, as we go higher up the food chain, the DDT accumulates and comes more in number. And finally, when we reach the apex predators like the mugger crocodile, it affects their reproductive system. So the mugger crocodile can only reproduce weak offsprings, thus hurting the crocodile's population. Eutrophies. It is when some nutrients like nitrates and phosphates come in the water. These nitrates and phosphates suddenly cause a sudden growth in algae. or algae bloom. Algae uses oxygen. So when algae blooms, the main problem is that it uses too much oxygen that some animals like the cuttlefish or other fishes can die off due to lack of oxygen, thus hurting the animals who depend on them like the pelican and causing problems in the food chain. Now let's look how poaching and illegal trade hurts them. Some animals are killed or unjustifiably sold. Let's take the example of the Indian cheetah. They actually used to be Indian cheetahs here in India. Yeah. But they became extinct in around 1952. The last one shot on 1947 because they had been hunted and poached and were also sold as pets. So the problem with the Indian cheetah extinction is that most our grassland ecosystem is now a little imbalanced with the deer population exploding actually. So let's go to invasive species. Non-native organisms that actively drive native wildlife by extinction. So so most of these invasive species don't even belong to the food chain or food web and can't find a place. Let's take the example of the dodo. You have all heard that the dodo got extinct because it was foolish, but no, that's not true. The dodo got extinct because we humans bought in animals they didn't know how to deal with. They had no natural predators. So when we humans came, we became a predator to them. And furthermore, we also bought in macaques and mice, and they eat the dodo's eggs. The dodos couldn't do anything and they got extinct within 70 years. So yeah. Now let's look at how climate change affects the food web. So sudden change in climate can affect the food web. Like some fishes and plants depend completely on the weather to actually have their offsprings. So when the weather suddenly changes, they get confused and they don't have babies, and thus their species don't really their species start to become endangered and dwindle in number. Let's go to habitat destruction. Habitat destruction is when we physically clear, fragment natural landscape, like deforestation. It's an example. So every year, humans are leaving little space for animals to live. And some animals like the tiger can't live on small fragments. They need one tiger itself, and when their number starts to dwindle, it affects the animals. It affects the ecosystem. Like tiger hunts deer, so it keeps the deer number in balance. So when the tiger dwindles, the deer population explodes and causes problems to us humans as they come and eat our crops. Now, conclusion. So my conclusion is that food web and food chain help maintain the ecological balance in our ecosystem. They help you understand the feed-in relation among organisms. Energy flow and nutrition cycle takes place through them. We must protect this delicate balance and discourage programs or business which destroy this balance. Thank you.
Perfect. Perfect. So very well explained, Agatha, and really impressed that you did a great job in finding the food chain because this is one of the important topic for our natural environment also. Okay, we need to understand that we humans invaded to the animal species, and because of that, they are dying. Okay, so it's a very good cause that we need to save our environment so that we can save us. Just making a house or becoming a selfish, we humans are killing animals, and in the coming days, it will be very difficult for our next generation to survive. Okay, so that's a very good cause that you gave last. So thank you, Agatha, for presentation. It was nice. And one more thing, guys, after this class, you guys can share your presentation in the group also, so that if anybody needs information, they can check out the presentation. And like it is, everyone's presentation is like above what I thought. It is above that. So very good, Ibrahim, Agatha, David, and Rexlin, and rest depends upon the judge, Vishiana. And now we are going to call Jesh. Is it Jeshu or Nidhi? Let me check.
So it was supposed to be me from 11th, but I think Nidhi was going to go.
Yes, so we have Nidhi in our midst from Madhya Pradesh, no?
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah, perfect, perfect. Yeah, so because it's Madhya Pradesh is in the middle of the country, so we have in our middle Nidhi, who will present her presentation. Okay, and I would request to have a good round of applause so that Nidhi can be excited and she can spend her 7 minute in presentation. So can we have a clap for Nidhi? Yes, over to you.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Perfect. Your time starts now.
Okay. Just one. Okay. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Today, I'll be talking about one of the most important organs in our body, the heart. It's often called the pumping heart because it works tirelessly day and night to keep us alive. So, in this presentation, we'll explore few things as the things are structure, function, and few health statistics, and finally, how to protect our heart. Okay. So, we'll start with the structure of our heart. The heart is divided into 4 chambers. The atria are the upper chambers that receive blood, while the ventricles are the lower chambers that pump blood out. Valves are like gates, ensuring the blood flow is only one direction. The heart walls have 3 layers. Epicardium protects, and then myocardium. Sorry, one sec. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So the epicardium protects, the myocardium does the pumping, and the endocardium lines the inside. The heart is about the size of our fist. So if we make our fist like this is what is inside our body, which is kind of crazy for me to imagine. Like that's the only size we have. So, and it's about 250 to 350 grams, and it's located slightly to left of our chest. Okay. So how does the heart work actually? So the right side of a heart receives blood low in oxygen and sends it to lungs. The left side receives oxygen-rich blood and pumps it to rest of the body. This process is called the cardiac cycle. Systole when the heart contracts and diastole when it relaxes. Amazingly, our heart beats about 10,000 times every single day, pumping nearly 2,000 gallons per day. Over a lifetime, that adds up to nearly 3 billion beats. Can you imagine that? 3 billion beats we have in our whole lifetime. The heart also has its own electric system, SA node, pacemaker, and AV node. SA node acts as the natural pacemaker, keeping a rhythm. The SA node is sinoatrial node, generates an electric signal that causes the upper heart chambers atria to contract. The signal then passes through the AV, which is arteriovascular node to the lower chamber of the heart ventricles, causing them to contract or pump. The SA node is considered the pacemaker of our heart. So in the slide, I have like, it's almost 11 steps that happens, how the heart works. So the first is like aorta, and then it goes to pulmonary pulmonic valve, and then right atrium, then it goes so long and so forth. Then we have the health statistics. Okay, so CVD is known as cardiovascular diseases, is the leading cause of death worldwide, responsible for nearly 20 million deaths in 2021. In India, it accounts for about 27% of all deaths. That's more than 1 in 4. High blood pressure is a major contributor, silently damaging arteries and leading to heart diseases. But here's the good news. Regular exercise can reduce the risk by up to 30%. So you can see the chart. The chart shows the balance between risk and prevention. So globally, the rate of death is 40%, and India has 27%, and high blood pressure impact is 20%. And benefits from our, if we exercise, we can have 13% of benefit, and few other more things are written here, you can see. Okay, here's the most fun part that I was looking forward to. Facts about the heart. So laughing is good for your heart. So here's a small time. Everyone, please laugh. Okay, so laughing has many proven health benefits. Studies have shown that your blood valves relax when you're laughing, which sends 20% more blood through your body. Relaxed blood vessels mean your heart does not have to work so hard. So one more thing is, I think that's why our Hardik sir often makes jokes and makes us laugh to get the double benefit. And one more fact is, heart disease is the #1 cause of death in United States. That's why it's important to be good to your heart by following a heart healthy lifestyle. Tips for the one sec. Okay, tips for heart health. The best part is that most heart problems are preventable. Avoiding tobacco is the single most important step. Regularly exercising, even brisk walking, keeps the heart strong. A balanced diet with less salt, sugar, and fat helps maintain healthy arteries. Good sleep and stress management are often overlooked but vital. Even mindfulness practices like meditation can reduce stress and protect the heart. And don't forget hydration. Water keeps blood flowing smoothly. So don't forget to hydrate every day. And that is the most important thing to keep our heart and blood flowing really smooth. To conclude, the conclusion of this presentation is the heart is a remarkable organ that helps non-stop to keep us alive, but it needs our care. By making small lifestyle changes, we can protect it and live longer, healthier life. Remember, a healthy heart means a healthy life and a healthy nation. Prevention is also better than cure. Thank you.
Very well explained. And this is real truth that heart is like a fist, like it's like a fist. And this is an important information about the heart because if heart sleeps, we sleep. So let your heart say that you work 24 hours into 7, okay? Like tell your heart, work 24 hours into 7. If, like for example, if I am not well, I can take 1 day holiday, 2 day holiday. But heart cannot take holiday, you know? So please make sure that your heart should take holiday because if you will take the holiday, you may have a lucky. Okay, so try not to have the heart disease. Okay, guys. So now we are in the end of our program. We have brother Joshua in our midst from Wayanad, no? Wayanad, no?
Palakkad, sir.
Yeah, Palakkad. So, Joshua, Jehoan, and Joshua, these three siblings have took tuition from me, and still I can't remember the place where they are living. So, this is my problem. So, judge cannot cut the marks. Okay, so, okay, guys, so we'll call out Joshua, which he will explain his presentation. Over, Joshua.
Sir, can you see my screen, sir?
Right now, it's saying you are sharing screen, but now I can. Now I can. Mysterious.
Sorry, sir, I have a cold. Good morning, everyone. My name is Joshua, and I will be giving you a presentation about the wonders of space. So, the mysterious wonders of space, exploring the cosmic enigmas of the unseen universe. This is the invisible vastness, part 10 reptilian, the dark majority. Dark matter, the cosmic glue that provides the gravitational scaffolding for galaxies. It doesn't emit light or energy, making it completely invisible to telescopes. We only know that it exists by gravitational effect on normal matter. And dark energy, it's a mysterious force that acts as a cosmic repulsive pressure, driving the accelerating expansion of the universe. Unlike matter, its density remains constant as space expands, pushing galaxies apart at increasing speeds. The event horizon. Black holes are regions of space where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. So the key discoveries. The first ever image of the black hole, M87, confirmed the existence of the event horizon and photon ring, validating Einstein's general relativity in extreme environments. So perspective shift. 95% of the universe is invisible. Only 5% is normal. Everything we have ever seen, stars, planets, nebulas, and humans, makes up only a tiny fraction of the cosmos. The remaining 95% is a combination of dark matter, 28%, and dark energy, 67%, remaining entirely mysterious to modern science. So the unusual stuff in space. Pulsars. These are rapidly spinning neutron stars that emit lighthouse-like beams of radiation. Rogue planets, worlds that wander the void of space without orbiting any host star. Brown dwarfs. failed stars that are too small for fusion but too large to be planets. Cosmic extremes. So the object category here is the coldest place, and the recording property is minus 272 degrees Celsius, 1 degree above absolute zero. And the specific example is Boomerang Nebula. And the object category again is the densest matter. And recording breaking property is 2 billion tons per teaspoon. The specific example is the neutron star core. And the object category is the brightest object. Record breaking property 100 trillion times the sun's luminosity. Specific example, the Quasar J0 5294351. And finally, the object category is the strongest magnet. The record breaking property is 1 trillion Gauss. Specific example is the Magnetar SDR 1806 220. So the Webb legacy, deep field analysis, seeing thousands of galaxies in a grain of sand-sized patch of sky dating back to a few thousand years ago. Atmospheric spectroscopy, identifying water, carbon, and methane, carbon dioxide, and methane in the atmospheres of distant exoplanets. Stellar birthplaces, piercing through the cosmic dust to reveal chaotic process of star formation in the pillars of creation. Early universe, challenging current models in the galaxy formation by finding massive galaxies that formed much earlier than expected. Fast radio bursts. So these are signals from the deep. Fast radio bursts, are FRBs, are intense millisecond long pulses of radio waves coming from billions of light years away. One single burst can emit as much energy as our sun does in 80 years. Their exact origin, whether magnetars, black holes, or something else, remains one of space's most active mysteries. Centuries of discovery. And the general relativity predicts black holes. That was discovered in 1915. The first pulsar was detected by Jocelyn Bell in 1967. Gravitational waves were directly observed in 2015. And JWST first began to reveal the first light in 2022. So that's all I have. I don't want any questions because I'm afraid I can't answer it. I'm not Hardik, sir. And that's all I have for today. Thank you.
That's a great presentation, and I would request Christiana to give 1 extra mark to Joshua because he says that Habib sir is very good teacher, like in indirectly, but still. So you can give extra marks from one of my side. So thank you, Joshua, for a great presentation. I was just kidding, okay? I mean, it's a joke. Nobody laugh at okay. So it's a very well explained. Everyone, teacher, preacher, and everyone explanation was very good. Okay, so don't take my job. I took 5 years for expanding this little business. Okay, in future, please don't make another NXT classes or another coaching classes and taking my students in future. So don't do this because I'm not getting fed from you guys that you are explaining a broad topic very well. So congratulations to all. Okay, congratulations. Everyone did a best job. Now the suspense is when the delivery boy will come and put the bell ring. You are the winner. Okay. Otherwise, nobody is losing. The main thing is nobody is losing. The
So you
world
won't,
says,
so you will not tell us who won.
yeah, I'm not telling you. Delivery boy itself will.
Can we
So
tell
what
each
I'm
other?
trying,
Can we tell each
huh?
other like, okay, for example, like let's say someone who like Nidhi wants, can Nidhi tell me or Nidhi tell someone else?
I mean, I would request take 2 weeks. Then you can because maybe some distance are there. No? So it's like if a person receive, it is far away. So take minimum 2 weeks time. Then you can share exchange of views. Okay. Okay, who won? Okay. One thing I want to say, in the world, it is like this: a winner, a loser. But in my classes or in our world, Christian world, we have winners and winners. So prize is nothing. Like even the Paul says, have a good race. Paul didn't say that you become the first. Paul says that run a good race. Good race means you all participate, you all finish the race, you all present your presentation. That is what Paul said in the real life also. When you started for walking and running for Christ, just complete the race. No necessary to come first. Okay? Do your best, give your best, rest God will take care of it. Okay? So it's a very, very good presentation. Congratulations to all. Tomorrow back to studies. Tomorrow we'll start and do the homework. Till then, bye. Have a nice day. Signing off. Bye bye. Shabakir. Sayu. Nara, give me the address, please. Please send me the address. I got Miracle, David, Agatha. Jeshu, I want yours. Nidhi also I got, I guess. Abraham, I want your address. Then bye. Have a nice day.
I
Yeah.
will send one more time if you didn't
Yeah,
get.
yeah, sure, sure. Tell me. So